Mr. District Attorney. Champion of the people. Defender of truth. Guardian of our fundamental rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
And it shall be my duty as District Attorney not only to prosecute to the limit of the law all persons accused of crimes perpetrated within this county, but to defend with equal vigor the right and privileges of all its citizens.
Mother?
Why, Anne, sweetie, what are you doing here?
Charlie's off today, so I left him with the baby and went shopping. Why, aren't you glad to see me?
Of course, but... Well, I don't see why I shouldn't tell you.
Tell me what?
In a few minutes, Anne, I may be a rich woman.
Oh, Mother, for heaven's sake.
I'm serious, dear. Look. It's a numbers ticket.
For $50? Then you didn't pay those bills. Oh, Mother, you promised you'd quit playing the numbers. Oh, what am I going to do with you? Don't take away the shop first thing you know.
Not if I win $25,000. I mean it. Look. This is yesterday's result sheet. I didn't win yesterday, but just to show you how it works. They take the 3rd, 4th, and 5th races at Burnside Downs and total the win, place, and show money. The first digit here, to the left of the decimal point for each race, is the number that counts. Yesterday, in other words, the winning number was 956. Today, so far, the winning number is 2 and 6. Now, if the 5th race results add up to 7, I win.
And if they don't, you lose.
I can't lose. I just feel it. I can't. They'll be announcing the 5th race any minute.
But $25,000, Mother, that's impossible.
No, it isn't. They pay 500 to 1. Come on, you take the prices down, too. Just a double check.
Mother, can't you get it through your head? This is a racket. You're just wasting your money.
Shh.
And now, racing fans, results of the 5th at Burnside. It is Pancake at the wire, paying $8.80, $4.50, and $3.60. Belated Baby, second, for $19.50 and $10.20. Busted Bottle, third, at $3.10. And now, back to the musical portion of our program.
Oh.
You lost?
And I was so close. Now what am I going to do?
You're going to do what you should have done long ago. Report that man who sold you those tickets to the police. Go on, Mother. If you can't resist the temptation to gamble, we'll have to get rid of the temptation.
Yes? Lieutenant Sampson. All right, send him in.
Hi, Paul. Busy?
A little, Frank. What's up?
Working out a vice squad these days, and on something I thought the district attorney would like to know about. The numbers. They're back.
So soon?
Must be a new outfit. A disgruntled player called up this afternoon, a woman. Reported the guy had been selling her the tickets.
Did you pick him up?
As soon as I see him for myself, I will. I thought you'd be interested.
I am. You keep me posted.
Right. So long.
Goodbye, Frank. The numbers. How to make a city support 1,000 petty crooks and tin-horn chiselers. I better get in on this. Better give Lieutenant Sampson all the help the district attorney can offer.
Oh, beautiful. What'll it be today?
$5 on 2-on-2 for tomorrow.
Only 5? You'll never get rich that way.
It's all I can afford.
Okay. 2, 1, 2. Very hunchy. At least you ought to enter that in the weekend special.
I already got a number in the weekend special.
Well, play this one, too. Pays 800 to 1.
No, thanks. Those horses don't like me that much.
The weekend special isn't based on horses. They use the Saturday clearinghouse figures in the Chronicle.
No sale. Just $5 on 2-on-2 for tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, mister. You're under arrest.
What is this?
Put up your hands.
What do you guys got on me?
This is marked money that you took from the lady, mister. We're holding it for evidence. Come on.
That's right, Paul. I just stopped in to pass along the gossip.
There's nothing I'd like better than a good bull session, Woodley, only I'm sort of busy today.
Got the numbers on your mind, huh?
How did you know?
I heard it. They say you're wasting a lot of valuable time, Paul. You're not a grubbing, picayune little lawyer. You're a statesman.
Cut it out.
At the club, they say you could get out of this job and really go places. Providing you attract the right kind of support.
What kind?
That's just an example, Paul. A man of your stature ought to be able to get the real article.
What would I have to do?
Demonstrate a little more vision.
You mean a little less, don't you? Close my eyes to the numbers racket? Isn't that it?
Numbers racket. It's nowhere near that bad, Paul.
Woodley, you must be out of your mind.
Now, relax, Paul. Think it over. Put that in your pocket as sort of a reminder.
Let's quit playing games. I don't want the support of the numbers rackets on any terms. I'm going to clean them out just as fast as I can.
That might be a political blunder.
Who are you trying to kid? There isn't a politician or public official in this town that'd have anything to do with this outfit.
In politics, you have to take the long-range point of view, Paul. Politicians obey the will of the people, and people like to gamble. Besides, you know as well as I do, there's no harm in it.
No harm? Inducing people to throw away money they need for their groceries? Stacking the odds against them at 1,000 to 1? You mentioned a long-range point of view. If the racketeers become entrenched here, this town will be rotten with everything from extortion to murder.
You've been reading too many gangster stories, Paul.
I know what I'm talking about. And this little visit of yours confirms it.
Now, just a minute. I'm merely passing on something I happened to overhear.
Is that so? Okay, I can't charge you with attempted bribery on that basis. But if I ever get usable evidence against you, believe me, I'll use it. Thanks for dropping in, and don't come back.
I think you're making a mistake, Paul.
$20,000 to spring one little numbers rider. And the corruption affects not only the little people who play their game, but the big men in the town, like Woody Marble. All right, Woody, we'll play too. Against you.
In short, Mr. Marble, what you're trying to say is that Garrett won't play along with us.
Mr. Buckley, you're a very bright young man, but your experience is perhaps a bit limited. You've always had plenty of money and everything you wanted. But you can't expect a man like Paul Garrett to jump at your command like some chauffeur or valet.
My experience is broad enough to enable me to run a successful numbers business. I'm doing far better at 32 than you are at 65, and I know that if Garrett is approached properly, he'll come along with us.
Ask your friend Dixon here. He's been around a bit. He'll tell you that things like this take patience and time.
Maybe so, maybe so. You see, we put our boy Mark Thomas on a spot.
He was careless. That's his lookout.
Not entirely. Dixon and I are supposed to open up this town, not get it closed down, which is what'll happen if Thomas talks.
You might as well face it, young man. You won't be able to get to Garrett in time to help Thomas.
All right, then. Let's get to someone else.
Well, who else can stop that dame from testifying? That cop?
He'd be just as hard to get to as Garrett.
What about the dame herself? Can you get to her?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can.
He's almost asleep. If you just walk him for a while, he'll go right off.
What about the bottle?
Right here. If I'm not back from the doctor's in an hour, you can give it to him.
All right. Take your time, dear. I'm in no hurry.
I'll meet you right here.
All right.
You're Billy Conrad, aren't you?
Yeah. Do I know you?
I'm a friend of Mark Thomas. You do yourself a favor. Don't you go to court tomorrow.
Here's your ticket. The train leaves at 9:15 tonight. Be on it. There are other things besides clocks that tick.
Okay, that's enough. Try and get me your daughter's home. What's that number?
Oh,
Just a
Beacon, 2274.
Beacon, 2274. Thank you.
You better get over to court, Paul.
Well, what's the use? The whole case depends on Billy Conrad. Yes? Fine, send her in. The daughter's here.
Good morning, Mr. Garrett.
Good morning. I've been trying to phone you. Where's your mother?
You mean she's not here either?
No.
Well, then where is she? I've looked everywhere. Her apartment, the shop.
You mean you haven't seen her this morning?
Not since last night. My husband drove her home after dinner.
Give me the courtroom again. Hello, this is Garrett. Will you put Bill on, please? Well, Bill, is she showing up yet? Well, take another look around. No, huh? He did? Well, try and stall him. I'll be right over. Well, she's not there either. The judge just called the case.
What do you think happened to her?
Lieutenant Sampson will find her. Try not to worry. I'll go over and try to get a postponement of the case. You better come with me.
Lieutenant Sampson, get out an APB on Mrs. Billy Conrad.
Yes, this is Carter, Buckley. Oh, hello, Phil. What do you say? What's the word? Did she arrive all right? What do you mean? Did you check? Well, check again. Of course, call me back. I want to know. Well, how'd it go, Dixon?
What do you think? Case dismissed.
Great.
Garrett tried to get a postponement. No dice.
What about the laundry ticket?
Just the way we figured it. Insufficient evidence.
And the cop?
Garrett didn't even call him.
And Billy Conrad?
Well, she wasn't there, naturally.
I wasn't sure. Phil just phoned to say she wasn't on the train when it arrived.
Oh, no? Well, what's the difference as long as she wasn't in court? Mark Thomas is on his way east. That's all we care about.
Not entirely. I don't like the idea of this dame walking around loose. She might still be in town. Suppose she forgets the alarm clock.
Well, maybe we better find her, huh?
No maybes about it. I'll write down her description. I'll have the boys start looking for her. There's only one way to handle this now.
Come on, Woodley. Stop stalling. This isn't an innocent little bingo game.
I don't know what you're so excited about, Paul. You've had witnesses back out on you before.
She didn't back out. She was taken out forcibly.
Nonsense. A woman like that's liable to do anything. Just irresponsible, that's all.
Or kidnapped. Or murdered. You know who these men are, Woodley. I know you do.
Even if I did, which I don't, I wouldn't tell you anything, Paul. Let's be practical.
Practical, huh? Take a good look at this front man, Frank. We're going to nail him fast. Now, before the month is out, we'll have a dozen more like him down at City Hall flashing big money. Come on, we're wasting valuable time. You realize what we're up against, don't you? Marble's outfit is big, but it's just a beachhead for a mass invasion of one of the syndicates.
And all we've got is a couple of flimsy leads. Well, I'll see you later, Paul. I've got to get the boys started.
Flimsy leads? Lieutenant Sampson knows how to milk a flimsy lead, Mr. Marble. He's got detectives all over town trying to buy numbers tickets. Before long, one of them succeeds. The numbers writer in this case is a woman. Instead of being arrested, she's allowed to go about her business. Several sales and several hours later, she makes her way to a car and drives off. And the detective who has been following her all this time is still right behind her. The detective is out of sight, of course, when the lady numbers writer parks her car a dozen blocks away. But he and his partner are watching as she saunters to the corner. They hope she will lead them to a higher up in the chain of command. But it's just as likely she's only interested in lunch at this moment. A quick look in her car reveals nothing. The detective follows her into the restaurant. He'll have to stay out of sight, but he'll keep her under surveillance there. Someone else is interested in this car, too, however. Very much interested. This fellow's quite at home. Even has a key to the glove compartment. And the compartment contains an envelope in which the lady has packed her receipts. This is the next link in the chain, separating the headquarters of the numbers gang from its operatives in the field. And now, when the messenger starts on his way, he's got company. Our other detective. The detective follows the messenger to a bus terminal, wondering whether he's about to embark on a long journey or whether this is the end of the line. But he discovers the messenger is merely parking the money in a public locker. And that leaves us holding down a bench while we wait to see who's going to show up with the key.
Well, how'd you make out?
Another bum steer. Look, let's face it, this Conrad dame ain't gonna stick her nose 1 single inch out of wherever she's hiding.
Well, maybe we can smoke her out.
How?
I've just been going through the weekend special slips. She's got a $1 bet. She bought that before she went to the cops.
So?
Suppose she should...
Lost, did you? Now you want me to make it end in... I don't see how I could get into... What's it all about, anyhow?
Numerology.
Numerology?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Paul. He recognized him as a man named Gus Dixon. He's got a record as a gunman, a racketeer. Tailed him to 6520 Swanton Avenue. No, it's an apartment house. Well, he was afraid if he went inside that they'd realize they were being trailed. Yeah, I'm taking off in about 2 minutes. You want to come along? Good. All right, see you then.
Who is it?
Police officers. Come on, open up or we'll break it in. What's your name, mister?
Carter Buckley. Why?
We want to talk to you.
What about?
Numbers.
Oh, you've got the wrong place.
Mind if we look around?
Yes, I mind.
Fred, you have no choice. See if there's anybody else here. Race results. Mr. Buckley, you're under arrest.
Buckley, I want a fast answer. Where's Billy Conrad?
I have no idea.
We can convict you without her, so there's nothing to be gained by stalling.
I'm not stalling.
Nobody else here?
Where's the man who picks up the money?
What money?
The money that was picked up this morning at the bus station. He was followed here. What's his name?
Gus Dixon.
Where is he?
I don't know anything about it.
Let's see what else we can find.
Hey, what's this?
Big money, Mr. Buckley. Practically a roster of the partners in this racket. Carter Buckley, $7,000. Gus Dixon, $7,000. That's the man. Eli Barnes, $10,000. $2,000. W. Michaels. Who's W. Michaels?
I don't know.
I think we've got something very concrete on Woodley Marble. Maybe he can tell us where Billy Conrad is.
Ann, baby, I haven't any time to explain. Please take my word for it. I'm doing the only thing I can. But I do have money. At least I will have. I won the weekend special, baby. In an hour, I'll have $800.
No, Mother. Listen to me. You mustn't go near those people. They'll hurt you. Call the police, Mother. Do you hear me? Mother. Hello. Mother. Hello.
You're just kidding yourself. The syndicate won't protect you for a single moment. They don't need you anymore. Don't you understand?
Well, I'll say it again, Paul, and as many times as you ask me. This isn't my check. I don't know Buckley. I have no connection with the company. I have no connection with the syndicate.
Where can we find Gus Dixon?
I don't know him.
Where's Billy Conrad?
I don't know. Now may I call my lawyer?
You can do that as soon as we've completed our investigation.
You're really going to arrest me, huh?
I told you that once I got evidence against you, I'd use it. I meant every word of it.
You're making a mistake, Paul. You shouldn't do this.
I know, Woodley. Come on, let's go. Hello? Hello? Yes? Who? Yes, this is Garrett. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Billy Conrad's daughter just called in. She thinks her mother's on the way to the park to collect the numbers payoff. Let's find her.
Hello, Billy. I got a payoff for number 171.
Oh, you got my $800?
You bet. Now, come along with me.
You can give it to me here.
Now, look, don't argue with me. Come on with me.
I won't. It's my money, and I want it right here, right now.
Now, you do as I say.
Mother!
All right, hold it, sister.
Oh, no!
Keep your voice down. Now, the two of you, over here.
Hold it! Drop that gun, Dixon. Drop it!
All right, let's go.
Are you ready to help us now, Mrs. Conrad?
Oh, yes, I am.
I think you really mean it this time.
Oh, I do, believe me. But what about the $800 I won?
Well, you're very lucky to have your life, Mrs. Conrad. I wouldn't worry about the money.
Come on, Mother.
We hope you'll be with us again next week at this time when we bring you an entirely different type of story of Mr. District Attorney.